reports that Grant and Mark to ask Timothy Harris to resign over London bribery scandal. Basseterre, St. Kitts, May 14, 2018. Rumours abound overnight and Monday morning that cabinet ministers representing two of the political parties in the Team Unity coalition have asked Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris to resign. According to a source, Honourable Mark Brantley, political leader of the Concerned Citizens Movement, CCM, and Honourable Lindsay Grant of the People's Action Movement, PAM, have reportedly indicated they will raise the issue at Monday's cabinet meeting. However, the source said it may not go that far because the PAM political leader is Deputy Prime Minister Honourable Sean Richards, who has personally and publicly pledged allegiance to Harris. There are widespread concerns over transcripts produced in a high court in London in connection with a bribery investigation against billionaire businessman Peter Verdi and his business partner, which appear to disclose reasonable grounds to believe that expensive gifts were given to the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis Dr. Timothy Harris as well as other Caribbean politicians. The transcripts appeared subject to a court hearing and were produced from surveillance recordings made by German police after they suspected Peter Verdi of being involved in tax fraud. The German tapes were handed over to the National Crime Agency, NCA, in the UK, who began their own criminal investigation into the allegations of bribery of Timothy Harris and other Caribbean politicians, and eventually had the transcripts produced in court on Friday last. One of the transcripts produced in the court was of an intercepted phone call between Peter Verdi and his business partner on March 12, 2016. In the conversation on March 12, 2016, Peter Verdi allegedly told his business partner that the Prime Minister of St. Kitts, Timothy Harris, was visiting London and said he was taking Prime Minister Harris and his entourage out for dinner this evening and then we have an after party, so be ready for a big bill. But in the interim he said he would like a nice watch. I said okay. He, Dr. Harris, called me this morning Saturday, March 12, 2016, and he said, "Have you got my watch?" I said, "Oh, I have got to pick your watch up." I spoke to him last Sunday at the airport hotel when he was in transit to Dubai, and he said, "Look, I am in favor of this, I will send my minister down." Mr. Verdi continued his telephone conversation by saying, "I had a very stiff conversation with him, to the point." I said, "Listen, you have got another 3.5 years. In 2 years' time you are going to start your election campaign, you are going to come to me and say, Peter Verdi, I need some election funding, and I am going to say, PM, I can't help you, if I have not earned anything from this country, and then you are going to get upset and then we are going to fall out, so it is your call, how do you want to do this?" The billionaire businessman continued, "I am going to have a very frank conversation with him, Dr. Harris, I mean as frank as I can get, and today's conversation is going to be yes, we are going to be in St. Kitts, or no, we are not going to be in that region, simple. Because I have not got time to go and entertain and go and meet him at airports and take him out for lunches and take 8 of them out for dinner, and buy him a watch and buy him, Dr. Harris, this and buy him shoes. I haven't got time for that. Now, I don't mind nurturing a relationship, the guy is in power today." Peter Verdi went on to tell his partner Mr. Truchler in the telephone conversation that he was on his way to Selfridges to look for a watch, presumably for Prime Minister Harris. He said, "I had my guy out looking yesterday, but they are just out of the budget I want to spend on him. I don't really want to be spending more than like £2,000 on him, on a watch." In a broadcast Sunday, Leader of the Opposition, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzil L. Douglas, called for Harris's resignation. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris must therefore immediately resign and give a full accounting of what transpired between him and the billionaire business tycoon Peter Verdi, said Dr. Douglas, who raised what he listed as fundamental and legitimate questions that must be asked and answered by Prime Minister Harris. 1. Did Harris ask for or receive a bribe from billionaire investor Peter Verdi or his partner? 2. Did Harris ask for or receive a £2,000 watch or any other luxury watch from billionaire investor Peter Verdi? 3. If so, what was that gift for? What was the basis of that expensive gift given to him? 4. Did Harris ask for or receive an expensive pair of shoes from billionaire investor Peter Verdi? 5. If so, what was that gift for? What was the basis of that expensive gift given to him? Was it for something or for nothing? 6. What was Prime Minister Harris allegedly agreeing to when, according to statements of Peter Verdi which are memorialized in the transcripts, he said, "Look, I am in favor of this, I will send my minister down"? 7. Are these dealings related to a renewable energy project earmarked for St. Kitts, and which was to be undertaken by Verdi, and/or one of his companies? 8. Which minister was he referring to when he allegedly said he would send his minister down? 9. Does any deal that the Prime Minister have with anyone, anywhere have anything to do with the delay of any project which was already on stream which is now on the back burner? 10. Are expected requests or payments for bribes playing any role in the delay or important projects in our country? We the people must demand that Harris answer each of these questions publicly, said Dr. Douglas. Photo 1, Honorable Mark Brantley. Photo 2, Honorable Lindsey Grant. Photo 3, Honorable Timothy Harris.